So yeah, the staff came up. They told me I needed to get out of the tank immediately. And whatever, I listened to them. They gave me my clothes back. But they said, you're never allowed to come back to SeaWorld ever again.
Well, did you at least get to pet the dolphin?
Well, I wasn't in there to pet the dolphin.
Oh, fam. Is that you over there, fam? I didn't notice you there. I didn't notice you. How you doing today? You're listening to the God's Plan podcast. I'm your host, Borno.
And I'm your host, Coach Guru Bhagavan Knisk Maldonado Passage. That is COACH.
Dude, you really don't have to spell it out.
KNISK.
Yo, we only have 20 minutes per episode now. Okay, moving on. Welcome to the plan, people. We got just a couple little announcements to go over today. So, big news. As of last episode, we officially got our first copyright claim. Woo!
Woohoo! You're getting haters.
Yep. And it was not from Drake, unfortunately, but we still have our fingers crossed.
We're getting closer.
Now, in other news, today marks a very big episode, number 8, and that is because statistically, most podcasts actually quit after episode 7.
That is what the graphs say.
That's what the data say.
Yeah, those are what those data show.
But that is because they listen to the advice of their friends.
Don't do that.
We don't, however. We just power right through, despite what everybody else tells us.
Yeah, let your ego take charge.
Never listen to what anyone tells you. Okay, moving on from the announcements. Let's get into the meat. Why is this episode amazing? Well, I'll tell you. Folks, do you ever feel shitty about not exercising enough?
Maybe you feel a little guilty after drinking that entire 12-pack of Natty Ice all by yourself just this morning.
Yeah, I'm really regretting that.
Well, today, our guest is about to make you feel a whole lot shittier about all that stuff. Why? Because she is a personal trainer. She's done bodybuilding competitions, mud racing. She's even ran a marathon. But what's even cooler about her than all those things combined is that she's actually related to yours truly. That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the one and only AJ.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
So what's it like having a name that's only 2 letters?
It's pretty awesome. It makes it really easy to write it on things.
I'd imagine.
Yeah. So
I have so many letters in my name.
wasn't there a time when someone actually misspelled your name or something? This happened at a movie theater.
Oh, yeah. I got a guest complaint one time, and they asked me how to spell my name so that they could report me to corporate. So I spelled it for them. I said A, and then a nice long pause, and then I said J, and then that was it.
That's great.
Well, AJ, we know the J stands for Jade. But what's all this A business? Is it Alexandra, Alexandria, Alexander?
Alexandra, no I.
Alexandra.
Just R. Yeah, Alexandra. After like 25 years, we've got that down, Eric.
25 years. 25 long years.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for you. Is it Eric with a K? Or Eric with a C?
Okay. So I know you like working out. You like to work out, right? Like
I do,
exercising? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have a quick question for you. So
Yeah.
Adele, the artist, the musician Adele is skinny now. I don't know if you've heard this.
I did. Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm wondering, why the hell would she go and do that? Why would she get skinny?
She was an icon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the exact details about it, honestly, but I heard that people are kind of shaming her for doing it.
What is wrong with her? I would be shaming her too. She got famous for being the awesome fat singer lady.
I'll tell you what, Lizzo's got some big shoes to fill. Pun intended.
And now she's just like every other sellout.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I haven't seen pictures of her, but I'm guessing she can't look that good, or she looked better before, based on everyone like giving her problems.
So you're fine with this?
Not really, no. I think that people should be able to do what they want. If she wants to be smaller and she feels healthier that way, then like good for her. I don't know why we're giving her problems.
But she was the last beacon of hope for all those fat girls out there?
She definitely wasn't. There's one girl out there.
If she wasn't, there wouldn't be this much outrage.
She was just rolling in the deep before. Now she's like rolling in the shallow.
Now she's rolling in the shallow.
Oh, God, my knee hurts from slapping it after that one.
Oh, I'm proud of you, Adele.
Well, it just seems a little weird that she has to conform to society, to what she thinks everyone tells her that she's supposed to look like.
All through life you hear, you're supposed to be fat. Stop being not fat.
Yeah.
Get fatter.
Food's good tasting.
I don't know, honestly. Like, I think she could do whatever she wants because it's kind of cool seeing your body transform. So, you know, she was big before. Yeah, she looked good. I don't really know exactly what she looks like now, but she could always get big again if she wants. So I don't think it's that big a deal.
If you want, you can just get fat again. I mean,
yeah, she was Adele. Now she's a math. She can go back to Adele. Doesn't matter.
She can have the who's the dude from Superbad? Jonah Hill. Who's like just gets skinny and then gets even bigger and then like I don't know.
She can roll.
Sad he can't control his weight.
She can roll in whatever depth she wants to. But you know, you say that like it's just an easy thing. You know, she can just gain that weight back. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it is that. I don't think it is that difficult. I mean, not to cut you off. Okay, I know plenty of people struggle with it, and I like don't want to be insensitive, but ultimately, like we can control. If she wants to gain weight, put weight back on, then I'm sure she would just need to change diet and change exercise.
Okay.
How she's doing.
It's just two things.
So.
Okay, no, not just two things, but you know.
Yeah, it's just like two things.
Lifestyle changes.
That's it. Just one thing. Just change your entire life.
Yeah, just, you know.
It's just that one thing. This is for all our listeners. If you really are hating your body and you're thinking, wow, I need to make a change and I want to lose some weight, all you have to do is one thing. Change everything.
That's all you got to do.
It's easy. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying it's possible.
It's simple.
That's all.
Yeah, well, working out, that's another thing I want to get into. Working out is so damn hard, okay? And you're telling me that you enjoy this process of working out?
I do. Overall, I do. Not every day, yeah. I'm sure you can relate.
How is that? I can't wrap my head around this. I love laying on the sofa. I think I'm actually transforming into the sofa like an anamorph in some sense.
I feel like that's another topic, but like to put it into perspective, have you ever had a workout and then you feel really good after? Or you had a workout and you enjoyed what you were doing?
Sure, I've had workouts where I feel good after, in the sense that I've jumped into freezing cold water and felt good after, but why would I have to do it in the first place?
Well, you know that it's worth it in the end. It makes you want to redo it, but then you eventually come to love what you're doing. I think there's a lot on this topic because eventually you might start for a certain reason and then you start to kind of fall in love with other aspects. So you might be really hard. You might hate certain exercises, and then you might see yourself getting better at them. Some of the ones you hated most might be some of the ones you needed most, and they might become some of your favorite because they make you feel better. You get better at doing them. Once you start to see your results and stuff, then I think that's where you start to like it.
Well, maybe using coldness as an example was probably a poor choice, because I've seen your video that went viral training for these type of obstacle course where you're running a lot and you're doing all sorts of obstacles and that sort of thing. Now, I know that you were preparing for one of these. What do they call them? Like a 5K, like a Spartan run race type thing?
Obstacle course racing.
Obstacle course race.
OCR is obstacle course racing, but yeah, it's just like mud racing and anything that falls under that category, yeah.
It sounds mad fun, except for the mud. What if you get dirty though? Like they put mud out there? What if you fall in the mud?
Okay, you fall in the mud and then you jump into like a dumpster of ice in the next obstacle, so you're clean again.
What?
So you jump into a dumpster to get clean.
I just like our viewers to differentiate. Ice is actually cold water that was so cold that it stopped being a liquid. So if you can imagine water, like a small amount of water, and then just it stays like that. Because it got so cold it said, whoa, I'm becoming a solid.
And like that's how you kind of feel when you're in it, but it's very refreshing too. You're like, whoa, I'm a solid. but then you get out and you feel good again.
Yeah, well, my personal experience with ice, and I don't know if other people share, it's pretty cold. Sometimes it can get uncomfortable, especially when you bite it with your teeth.
Okay, let's get into this. You're training for this obstacle course race, and I don't know what happened, but somehow you ended up submitting some kind of video right? And it ended up getting 750,000 views, right? This video.
Fun? You never told me this.
This video got 722,000 views on Facebook, and it's pretty much just you running around barefoot in the snow and doing pull-ups. Can you shed some light for why would you do such a thing? Why would you subject yourself to that?
Yeah, we were doing a lot of Tough Mudders, and so I never intended for it to really be serious, the video, but Tough Mudder put out a competition of, it was called Snow Mudder. You had to hashtag Snow Mudder, and basically it was whoever had the best video of them doing something training-wise in the snow would win a free trip to, I think it was like Canada for a Tough Mudder.
Okay.
That sounds cool.
I'm going to need you to chill.
Oh, here we go. That was an ice one.
Guys, come on. trying to host a show here.
All right, we'll freeze.
Snow more.
Sorry, this blizzard of jokes is just coming at you.
Anyway,
Frosty.
Yes. So I did the video, and it kind of went viral because Tough Mudder shared it, and that's when people started to see it.
750,000 views. The last time I checked, it had 722,000 views.
Holy.
Now, that's a lot of people, and they all have their own personal reactions. So they're writing all these comments. I actually looked at some of the comments. Got a lot of hate on there. Some of them were very encouraging, but a lot of them were just haters.
Yeah, there was some support. Most of it was hate. I definitely had some favorite comments like, the retard is strong with this one.
No.
That was definitely one of my favorites.
Now, do you think these people are all just jealous of you?
What their intentions are by like writing mean comments on somebody's Facebook post that they don't even know. But
they know. Yeah, they do know that you ran barefoot in the snow.
Okay, that's the only thing they know about me though. Like they think I was taking it very seriously when I was kind of just participating and figured like doing something ridiculous might get a good entry. Like it might help me win. And we had like one of the coldest winters that year too. I figured like everyone knew that in the Northeast, so we were in one of the prime spots to do it. So I just like jumped around in the snow for a little bit, and all these people freaked out thinking I was gonna like lose my feet, lose my toes. I do still have all my toes, so that didn't happen.
Yeah, and snow is very similar to ice. Just to let our viewers know, it's like smaller ice, still solid, but still icy.
All right, you
be a part of the plan, people.
You retired from the hashtag snowmudder life.
I did.
And now you're a bit of an entrepreneur. You own several movie theater chains. You're working in these theaters. You're getting down in the gritty, let me actually hold on. We're getting a question from a fan here real quick.
Oh, live question before we down.
So this question comes from Duncan, all the way in Gary, Indiana.
Oh, hi, Duncan.
Duncan asks, AJ, what is your favorite quarantine workout?
Ooh, practical.
Oof. All right. That's a good question, Duncan.
Very good question.
Yeah, I've had a lot of good quarantine workouts. I'd say, like, my personal favorite was bringing some barbells and plates to a movie theater. But since the average person probably, or someone that doesn't have access to that probably can't do, I would say a lot of good exercises can just be made up with everyday household things.
Like a health up.
Health ups are great, yeah. If you're looking for like more resistance type things, you can use a lot of stuff in your kitchen, like cans and water bottles, cases of water. You could squat with cases of water. When you get to wanting to do heavy weight, it gets a little more complicated. I've seen people like lifting their couch, and thankfully I haven't had to do that, but it's something you could do.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of like high elevation altitude training, so I'll put a plastic bag over my face and try to breathe.
I wouldn't really advise that, but
my lungs feel strong, but my stress response, I'm always sweating.
But when you take the bag off, then you feel great, right? Just like exercising.
I feel, I get some kind of rush.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever get any better at like breathing with a plastic bag over your head, though.
Well, I'm getting really good at breathing without a plastic bag over my head. I like that much more. But like you said, you do it once because you know the benefits, and then you end up loving it. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you understand, Dylan. Come on.
Yeah, of course I understand. This podcast is for Eric.
Even Eric, you got your health ups, and I think that's a step into it. So It all starts with health, and then from there you branch out into other things like squatting or something else.
Squatting, what is that?
All right, well, I know you do bodyweight squats, so next time just pick up some water.
Okay, we should just explain real quick to the folks what a health up is, in case they missed the episode 3 where we explained it. So a health up is similar to your normal everyday push-up, but one health up actually equals 10 push-ups, and in between each one, you have to yell out some kind of affirmation that's very positive and driven, and it just makes you feel extra healthy.
It's good. I like it. The thing is you could like apply that to any exercise too, though. In between every rep, you can say that to yourself.
Well, you could if we didn't copyright the health up. Yeah. Because if you do that, then we're going to come sue your ass.
Pretty much any bodyweight exercise, if you say something good about yourself, we make like 50 cents.
Oh, all right. Well, I would hate to tell you guys, but I think people have been doing it long before you put it on the podcast.
I don't think so.
Okay, speaking of
health. It's a novel idea.
Speaking of health, AJ, what exactly, health is so ambiguous these days. What does it mean? Does it mean you run a 5K? Does it mean you can do 200 push-ups? Would you one squat, whatever a squat is? What does it mean?
I think, it is. It's okay. So it's different to everyone and it is ambiguous. I think to me personally, it's just about taking care of yourself. Health in a more in more objective terms, I would say it's just there's a lot of numbers that you can base health on, a lot of tests that can be actually measured. But to me, it's more just about how you feel, as long as you're not sick, as long as you're up and functioning and moving and eating well, sleeping well, recovering well. I think those are the big things, managing your stress. Yeah. I think there's just a lot of aspects that go into the word health. It's honestly kind of hard to define, but
there's a lot going into that.
Of a lot of smaller parts.
I know just from personal experience, I know that I can do more push-ups than you. So that means I'm more healthy than you are, right?
Yeah, totally. No,
awesome.
I'm gonna
No.
So you heard it here, everyone. Eric can do more push-ups than his little sister.
I just know by this point in my life, it's like useless to argue with you. So I'll just skip you. But even if that were true, that doesn't define health anyway. So I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot here. So
well, we can have a push-up contest right now if you want to settle this.
Oh no, thank you. I'm good. We don't need to do that.
All right. Because that 12-pack has got me kind of feeling bloated. Okay, this brings me to a new segment of our show called What's on Eric's Tea Bag, where we read the inspirational quote that comes on the tea bag. So today's quote is, "Happiness is actually an art of living, which is in us." AJ, what do you make of that? Happiness is actually an art of living, which is in us. Just sounds weird.
Yeah, no, actually, I mean, I could agree with that. I see the point. It's just saying, like, happiness is within us. we just like, it's an art that we kind of build within ourselves.
An art.
I mean, you could say that about anything though. Sadness could be an art that's within us that we build too.
Why is it not a science of living?
Oh, thank God. I was about to say. So this is what I think is talking about, like the art. So if you were to say happiness is the science of living, well, there is a science to happiness. It's an abundance of dopamine and serotonin in the system. But where the art, that's the science of happiness. But where's the art?
Where's the love?
How do you get those chemicals even released into your body? Are you exercising? Are you smoking cigarettes to get some extra dopamine in you? It's an
Are
art.
you listening to Joe Exotic's album, I Saw a Tiger?
Have you listened to all 8 episodes of the God's Plan podcast? It's an art.
These are the things that make up a meaningful life. Well said. Well
That was
said.
very, very deep. Good show from all of us.
Just a mini air horn.
That mini happy air horn.
Little air horn. All right. So we got a lot of health stuff. AJ, is there anything we should know? Like anything else we should know about health?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, anyone, first of all, anyone that's listening, anyone out there can do anything. I always feel like just do something. Everyone always is waiting. Just don't wait and just do something. Just get started and build from there.
I can't walk on my
There's like
hands.
no reason to not. Like, we all have bodies. We all live in these bodies. You need to take care of them. And just do something. It's a
We
responsibility.
need to take care of these bodies, these things that we have.
Yeah, I mean, we're given these, like, it's a gift, and you gotta take care of it. Some people aren't fortunate enough to be born with the capability to move. So when we have that ability, we have to use it.
Whoa.
Wow, listening to that, staring at the 12 empty beer cans in front of me makes me feel awful.
Holy shit. Yeah, when I introed you telling us we're going to make us feel like a piece of shit,
That's
I
it.
don't think I was ready for you to drop that on us.
Please be exercising during this episode to
Oh
make
my-
yourself not feel as bad.
Jesus, I'm going to go run a couple miles. All right, folks. We covered a lot of good stuff today. Very informative episode today. Lots of health. Be healthy. Do karate. Get your health ups in. Get those barbells. Smuggle those barbells into the movie theater if you can. And find inspiration.
Snow is cold.
Snow is very cold, people. Okay. AJ, it was amazing having you on. Would you like to say anything to the fans before you go?
Thank you. It was a pleasure being on. If anyone has any health and fitness or any questions in general, or just wants a teabag quote inspiration, reach out.
Yeah, reach out. We'll put
We'll put a link to your OnlyFans in the description.
what the
Oh yeah, totally have one. Yeah.
if yeah, no, we'll put a link to something. What do you use? I don't know. What do kids use? Instagram?
I post on Instagram like once every 6 months. Yeah.
Oh, so keep an eye out for that, people.
Yeah. They're always a really big post.
It's coming.
All right. Well, AJ, again, it was great having you. So, folks, if you enjoy the show, consider joining our Discord server. There's a fun little community growing there. Lots of fun. You can make new friends. We can talk about topics for upcoming episodes, make suggestions, and just become a part of the plan that way.
Share your favorite meme in the chat.
Share your favorite quarantine exercise with us. Next week, we will be having the actual mayor of Greenwich, Connecticut coming on the show. He's a very ornery old man.
But stay tuned because the actual mayor of Greenwich is coming.
All right, folks, take it easy.
Be a part of the plan. People.